Welcome to the Unit 1 Test Review, Political Systems, Regimes, and Governments in AP Comparative Government. This video will cover the following. Of course, the basics, types of regimes, state, sovereignty, authority, legitimacy, governments and political change, and country comparisons, and some practice questions. A political system is the complete framework through which a country governs itself. It includes institutions, actors, rules, laws, and public interactions. The political system determines how power is gained, exercised, and transferred. At its core are three layers: the state, the regime, and the government. The state equals the political institutions with sovereignty. The regime equals the rules of power, often long-lasting. And finally, the government, which is the current leadership and administration in place. Regimes run along a continuum. They can go from democratic to hybrid to authoritarian, or authoritarian to hybrid to democratic. The example countries are democracies, there's the UK and Mexico, the authoritarian regimes, which include China and Iran, and the hybrid regimes, which include Nigeria and Russia. Regimes differ in how leaders gain power, how citizens participate, and how rights are protected. Democratic regimes feature competitive elections, civil liberties, and rule of law, while authoritarian regimes concentrate power in the hands of a few and limit opposition by corrupting election and limiting civil liberties. Hybrid regimes combine features of both democratic and authoritarian. The elections may happen, but are unfair or even manipulated. In a quick mini case study, Russia has elections, but it has media repression, which leads to a hybrid-leaning authoritarian government. Nigeria has electoral democracy, but with weak rule of law and corruption. Quick student question: which is more important in defining a regime? Is it elections, media freedom, or rule of law? A state must have sovereignty, or the ability to rule free from external influence. Also authority, which is power with consent. And legitimacy, which means the citizens see that authority is rightful. Quick pop quiz. Match the countries to the legitimacy type. Traditional legitimacy, monarchy, is which country? If you said the UK, you're correct. How about charismatic, personal appeal? If you said the Iran with the Ayatollah, you're also correct. You could have also said Russia with Vladimir Putin. And finally, rational legal or rule of law. In this case, you're looking for both Mexico and the United Kingdom. Power and authority can come from different sources: written constitutions, religious traditions, revolutionary legacy, charismatic leadership, or even military force. Government legitimacy is the citizens' belief that a government has a right to rule. Sources include tradition, elections, ideology, or even nationalism. Understand that legitimacy fosters stability, while loss of legitimacy can lead to unrest. Governments can change without affecting regime or state. Just think about how elections work. But regime change through coups, revolutions, or constitutional shifts change the very structure. Good examples are the United Kingdom. Multiple governments, same regime, which is peaceful transfer. Iran in 1979 had a complete regime change from monarchy to theocracy, which involved a violent revolution. Russia in 1999, well, that saw the collapse of the United Soviet Socialist Republics. So the regime change was an entire government collapse. Now, comparing each of the AP6 countries presents a unique political system. Understanding these frameworks helps explain government behavior, public policy, or citizen action. So if we're looking at the country, you want to look at the regime type, you want to look at state capacity, and legitimacy type. Just look at China. It's an authoritarian regime. Its state capacity is very high, and its legitimacy type is rational, legal, and performance. The UK, its regime type is a democracy. It has high state capacity, and its legitimacy type is also traditional plus rational and legal. Nigeria, its regime type is hybrid. It has medium level state capacity, and it has low and troubled legitimacy. Iran, its regime type is theocracy or authoritarian. It has medium state capacity, and its legitimacy type, religious or charismatic. Political system in practice, well, you want to analyze how power is distributed and exercised in each case study. Institutions, leaders, culture shape, regime function. You want to think about some concepts. You should be able to describe the difference between a regime and a government. And do you know which of the AP6 has the most stable regime? And finally, which countries demonstrate hybrid characteristics? Closing thought. Understanding political systems is the foundation for comparing global governments. It's not just about labels. It's about how power is acquired, used, and justified. Political systems include states, regimes, and governments. Types of regime range from democratic to authoritarian, and legitimacy is crucial for stability. Final question, which regime type do you think best balances order and freedom in our AP6 countries? Thank you for watching. Good luck on your upcoming test. Please subscribe for more review videos in the future. Thank you.